See, I can expand on this verse word by word, or I can just jump start and give you direct process. If I have to expand, I can expand Yasmin, in him. Sarvani, all. Bhutani, existing beings, are experienced his own very self. I can go on expanding. See, when you see everything exists in your consciousness, very soul, very self, where is the question of incompletion? Where is the question of sorrow? Where is the question of delusion? It is just oneness, living Advaita, Ekatvam, space of oneness. But I am not going to stop with giving you intellectual understanding. Please understand. I am going to give you the exact jump start process. It is as simple as you are breathing. Just love.
23 plus years of my diabetes, completely gone.
I've been a diabetic for nearly 22 years. I was taking medicines. My cholesterol level was very high, my BP level was very high, sugar was very high, but nothing helped. These medicines bring a temporary relief to me, but it was not permanent. Just December 2012, my master, Swamiji Paramahamsa Nithyananda Swamiji, initiated me into Nirahara Samyama. It is living on liquid. Whenever you feel like, whenever you need liquid, you can have it. Otherwise, you don't even need a liquid. You can be without any food, without any liquid forever. So that made a big, huge difference in me, because being a diabetic, I wouldn't have even skipped even one meal, because my hands will start, shaking, shivering. I was able to, let go of all my medicines just purely on Nirahara Samyama, just on liquid. I was able to bring back my health. I restored my health. No blood pressure now, no sugar, meaning no diabetes, and no cholesterol. The best part of this, no medicines. So, in my opinion, it's a medical miracle.
When the deities came to Gurukul, Nithyanandeshwara and Swami's Murti, I used to do Alankar, but that time I did it out of the context and that selfishness that everyone should say the Alankar is nice, it should be proper. But after some time, even though I did it, try to do it to my best, everyone all to say it is nice, it's like it is going to be proper. And after then, I understood that it is just my pure greed, and then I did not see it as a quality that Mahadeva himself is in the deity, Devi is there and Swami is there. I should be doing seva to them and let everyone also get the blessing of them. When today I did that in this context, the deities I felt so happy and I felt so connected to the deities, and I felt so much of love towards them.
What I feel is in Kamika Agama, whatever Shiva wants us to do in our day-to-day life, when you follow Kamika Agama, naturally what Shiva says, because Shiva is the embodiment of love. So whatever comes out of him is obviously love. So when we follow what Shiva says, like brushing the teeth, how Shiva told us to brush your teeth. So obviously you'll be in love with your teeth, and love, just the act of brushing itself will bring you love. So that, just by following Kamika Agama in every aspect of your life, you can be in love all the time.
The utility value of a Kamandalu can be just holding a water for us, just like holding water or drinking water. But the quality of the Kamandalu is the tree from which the Kamandalu is made up of. It can be useful for so many other things, but it took a decision to be useful for all of us. that decision from the tree made the Kamandalu happen for all of us, is what I feel is the quality of the Kamandalu. So the more and more we understand the quality of the things, we fall in love with the things more and more.
As long as this loudspeaker works and whatever I am speaking is amplified, it continues to be extension of me because it is serving my purpose. When it is not serving my purpose, I will dump it. So, whoever hears my voice, who can't hear just me directly speaking, but they are hearing through this loudspeaker, now when they feel grateful to both mouth and loudspeaker, because it is my extension. It is serving the purpose for which I want it to serve. So if you look at that way, your gratitude to me automatically is a gratitude to Mike. Understand? Because you are able to hear what I am saying because of this mic. So in my mission of teaching you, this has become part. So the tree's mission is serving us. The Kamandala is part.
I never before I go to any ashram, and nor was I interested in listening to any spiritual truths. But my father used to always tell we are Brahmins, we are supposed to learn and all that. So I used to really not have any interest in listening to any spiritual truths. But then the first time I came to Swamiji, and the first satsang after I attended, he gave me a few chikkis. So at that time I felt oh okay, it's so nice to be here, and he gives us all chikkis. So it was tasty to eat, and I felt okay, it's nice to be here. Then after I joined Gurukul, and after I learned all the tattvas and spirituality here, whenever I see Swamiji, the space of whatever incompletion I have, just the space he carries, just the space of selfless love he carries, whatever incompletion I have will just put me to the space of completion. And really, whenever I am in the presence of Swamiji, I'll feel so complete and so happy. So this is what I understand as selfless love.
From this morning's statement, one thing was the barrier that I create. So I've noticed myself in the past where I'll have this feeling to just be connected to a person and do things for them, not think twice, or have some sort of communication and connection. But if they decide not to receive, or if they say something that I perceive as negative, then I could see very clearly this shutdown somewhere starting to happen. Means the heart that was open starts to close down and becomes protective, because I'm feeling like I'm going to get hurt somewhere. So the barrier part, I found that only me feeling like I'm going to get hurt is where I started to create a barrier, like a wall between me and the other. So this is where I got, that's the part I got about the disconnection I was creating. Whereas what Swamiji was saying earlier, that flow is just happening otherwise.
End of the day, actually it is your quality of flowing gives you joy, not the other person who reciprocates. The other person's reciprocation may be an initial enthusiasm for you to flow more, but at one point any person will feel suffocated by your flow, because your flow is going to only go more and more and more if that person reciprocates, responds. So any one day it is going to go above his nose, he is going to feel suffocated, and then he is going to say no. And if you are waiting for his no, you are going to get hurt, and your expression will stop getting controlled. So be very clear, any dependency on the other person's response is going to be suffering. At any point, at any level. It is like somebody putting his bliss and joy based on his bank balance will always be in suffering, even if he becomes a zillionaire. Even if he becomes a zillionaire, he will feel, oh God, what is this? 190 countries are there in the world. Only 100 countries reserve banks are in my control. What about the other 90 countries? Understand? See, there are some eternal truths. The response of the other person is taken into consideration for you to shut down or flow. You are planning for suffering. Your flow, because you are enjoying it, if you start flowing that way, you are planning for eternal bliss.
Basically, now, even without experiencing love within, when we start acting, we'll start flowing in love. Is it so? Meaning acting in sense creating.
Yes.
Or?
No. Always it starts only as acting. Only then it becomes experiencing. Unless you are an incarnation, from the beginning, you don't allow the corruption inside.
It's like you try out and it happens. Fake and make it.
I don't even want to use the word fake. It looks too wrong. The context is too wrong. Make and make it. The Cambodia Inner Awakening, one of the special uniqueness I added is a strong, deep friendliness. Varanasi आइए, a strong, deep Mahadeva's love current. So Varanasi में the uniqueness will be Mahadeva's love current. So prepare yourself to experience that and come. So whether it is a small or big, go on operating from love. Let this be your homework, preparation homework, preparatory homework for Varanasi आइए. Many of the sincere, intense devotees experience Shivoham without even coming to Cambodia. Wherever they sat, they had that experience, they had that Kundalini awakening, they had that evolution. Even if you are not planning for Varanasi, do the preparatory homework. Wherever I am, you will experience that here.